We live in a universe where some 40 years ago, John Stamos said in published reports that he was scared he was going to get typecast for being a soap actor on General Hospital. Well, I don't think he's been typecast. He's done myriad of roles, been a musician, Full House, uh, a celebrity, but his big role as Blackie Parrish on General Hospital in what he called the post Luke and Laura wedding era, which is pretty well from 82 to about 84. He was probably one of the last original dark-haired heartthrobs of the 1980s. Now, Blackie Parrish has quite a history. We're going to go over it. The character was created by Tom Racina, Leah Lanin, Gloria Monty, and of course Laura Monty, and introduced by Gloria Monty. Now, Blackie is a fictional character from ABC soap GH. In the show, he's the foster child of Rick and Leslie Weber. So technically, he is Laura's brother by foster. Fostered him. He was portrayed again by the great John Stamos from 82 to 84. Stamos was nominated for the Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Supporting Actor in 1983. Now, Leslie Weber was destroyed by the disappearance of her daughter Laura Spencer right after the wedding. She and her husband, Dr. Rip Weber, took in a foster son, Blackie Parrish, who had just lost his mother. Blackie was a street kid used to living by his wits. He met his girlfriend, runaway Lou Swenson, when she was hiding in a construction trailer. Now, upset by the degradation on the waterfront, Rick founded a sports center to give kids a place to go rather than hang on out on the streets and get into trouble. Originally, Blackie showed up as a thug, trying along with his gang of teen hoodlums to stop the uptown wealthy do-gooders from muscling in on his territory. When he came to realize the good that Rick was trying to do, Blackie became supportive and helped Rick expose one of his friends for stealing the fundraiser money, which had initially been blamed on him. Blackie was a big help in getting this center off the ground, and he eventually got a job at the Haunted Star doing general errands and parking cars, and was soon hanging out with an older crowd, including Luke Spencer, who he looked up to as a hero because of Luke's infamous exploits, Robert Scorpio, Tiffany Hill, who he had a crush on, reporter Jackie Templeton, her sister Laura, played by Demi Moore, with whom Blackie dated briefly, and the great Emma Sams, who played Holly Sutton. Now, Blackie met Lou in early 83 while he was still trying to hide from mobster Anthony Hand to prevent her from being forced into prostitution. Now, he was quite interested in music, and with the help of Lou, he formed Blackie and the Riff Raff, a band in which he played the drums. The group acquired a manager who brought in the great Jack Wagner Frisco Jones as a lead singer. Blackie moved in with Frisco at the Port Charles Hotel, and of course, again, the heartthrob era of GH hit his big level. Because that time, again, you had Luke, you had Blackie, and you had Frisco. And a lot of kids born in the 1980s were named after all three characters, especially in Canada. Now, under pressure to come up with a hit song, Blackie panicked and got misdirected in his career. He did steal a song from a singing bellboy, Josh Clayton. Lou knew this and confronted Blackie with Josh's tape. Steffi, Blackie's manager, jumped to grab the tape, and in an attempt to get away from her, Lou backed away, fell, hit her head, and died. Now, Blackie eventually owned up to his responsibility for Lou's death and was sentenced to 2 years in prison for manslaughter. Now, to my knowledge, and somebody can back this up, I don't think he's ever been back full cameo or whatever since then. So basically, when he was written off, he's written off. Of course, when Stamos touring with the Beach Boys, the different things he was involved with, he was maybe too busy to be there. Now, why did John Stamos have lasting power after that short run in General Hospital? Well, here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. The actors on GH at the time were very, very talented. Janine Turner, Demi Moore, Jeannie Francis, Tony Geary. A lot of them were classic actors as well. Jack Wagner could act. But the idea, ladies and gentlemen, they took the One Life to Live, Days of Our Lives, All My Children thing. Make the male stars prettier than the female stars in the show. You're going to get the gay viewers, the young women, and the older women who love the shows. And Blackie was a heartthrob to many, and a lot of people supported Full House. Didn't support it, one thing, because it was Blackie Parrish on the show. So thanks for listening. That's our latest GH podcast. Have a good one.